Hello there, everybody. It is the third time that I'm on live today, and I am here with my friend Debbie, and she is
Hello.
with the Painting Junkie. Is it the Painting Junkie or
It's
Painting
training
Junkie?
junkie.
Okay,
That's me.
okay, okay. Well, that's what I put in the little tag there. So when people pop on, let me know how many of these success stories you have been watching because I think this is number 6 today. And I am going to go ahead and let Debbie introduce herself, talk a little bit about her business, and then we will talk a little bit about her successes with Create and taking the course. So go ahead, Debbie.
Okay. Hey, I'm Debbie Hightower, and I am painting junkie. Not the painting junkie, but painting junkie.
Yes.
And I have been crafty my whole life. I've loved art. And I was an elementary teacher for 29 years, and I
See,
recently
I don't think
retired.
I knew that.
Oh, you
What
didn't?
what grade did you teach?
I taught all the grades K through 4. I
Okay.
was mostly a looping teacher, which is I
Was
kept
that?
them for multiple years.
Oh, so you
Yes.
got to like move up with them?
Huh? Yep.
Oh, that's very
Yep.
cool.
My favorite was first, second, but I also did K1. I love the little ones and the relationships and the community that we had in class
That's so fun.
was my favorite. So I knew I was going to retire in 2020, even before the world fell apart.
Oh, okay.
And so it was I didn't start painting until 2018 even. I was a
Wow.
scrapbooker. I was a
I
big
scrapbook too. Were you a
I was
creative memories consultant?
nope, nope. I used some of their things, but I was not a consultant. I sold other things. I sold Zapata and that
I
stuff
was
you put on the wall, uppercase living, and
never heard that.
whole bunch of other MLMs. I heard you talking about that earlier.
Oh, okay.
Um, but not that creative memories. So, but I did have a business. We bought a house and I had a scrapbook retreat house where women would come and spend the weekend and I would cater their meals and just have a place for them to
That is so
hang
fun.
out.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, hang out all weekend. And
Tony's here. She said she was a scrapbooker too.
yeah, I was the hostess with the mostess. And
That
it was
is so
called Our
fun.
Memory Cottage. And it was just too much. I was teaching. I thought maybe it would be so awesome that I would maybe stop teaching. And the economy, it was in 2007. So the economy was bad. Nobody had any extra money for
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And so that only lasted 2 or 3 years. And it was a lot. My kids were smaller. And so I wasn't really creative for a while. In 2018, I met Christy Hawkins and started
Oh,
painting
okay.
with her. And when she went online, I loved it because I didn't have to go to the paint parties because that was hard.
So
Which,
how close is she? You actually went to her paint parties?
yeah, I'm Springfield. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
she's in my town. And so when she went online, I loved it. And so she introduced me to Heidi easily. She brought
Oh,
her onto the social easel, and that's where I learned about teaching paint parties. And I was getting ready to retire. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to practice for this fall, while I'm teaching. And it was hard work, but fun. And I'm like, this is my retirement gig. I'm going to have the best time. And then, spring hit, March of 2020. And
yeah.
so we all pivoted. We do kits and, we do what we have to do. So that's kind of how I started. I'm a
I
retired.
I'm finding out all kinds of things because it's so much fun getting to talk more one-on-one like this rather than on a Zoom in a group. Even we've gotten to be in person before, and a lot of times there's not very much time. We did get to have a little chat just one-on-one on the way to a sunrise, didn't we?
Yeah.
I
Yeah. We had
was thinking
lots of
about that
plans.
this morning.
We
Yes.
had a lot of
Yeah.
plans going on there. They were
Oh,
different
and
plans.
yes, on that sunset, the last night we had a little chat too. So
Yeah.
Debbie was one of the ladies who got to go on the retreat, the
Mhm.
Create retreat in May that I talked a little bit about earlier on the 1 o'clock video. So we have met in person, but I didn't know those things that you
Yeah.
just talked about
Yeah.
because,
You
yeah.
knew I was old, but you didn't know what I've been doing all these years.
Well, and I was trying to think. So I started my business in 2020, and I'm sure along the way somewhere we were in a Zoom together. We probably got in a breakout together, and maybe that was how we originally connected. Do you remember?
I know. Oh, I know. I
Oh, who
was
remembers?
stalking following you because during the pivot, I was following Sarah Williams and I had a subscription box. And so I
Oh,
saw you on there with your creations of 39. And so
oh,
I
okay.
started following your journaling. And then when I saw you at Diverse, I came up to you. Do you
Oh,
remember? I was like,
yes.
hey, I'm like, I follow you.
I
You're
do remember that. And
the
I
very
that was
first Diverse.
I wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah. Yeah. You
There
said it was
was
a last minute decision.
Well, I was there and I asked them if they had a spot because I wanted to stay because it looked fun.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I didn't even decide until like I got there and they actually had a spot and I was able to stay. So
Yeah,
I
I
forgot that
recognized
you had
you
told
and
me.
I slinked up. Is that a word? Slunk?
Yeah,
Slink.
I think slinked.
And
Yeah.
yes, I approached one of my mentors, or I don't know, idols, I guess you could say. And that's how we met. And then I just started following you. And then you came the next year.
Yes.
We really talked about some business things.
Yes, because I spoke last year
Uh-huh.
about community or engagement or something, and I did that Reels training,
And you
like
were talking
just
about the engagement posts. And I'm like,
yes.
I'll pay you for that. I'll pay for that. Yes, yes, I will.
That's true, and I started that, like,
And the
right
CBOB.
before, right after or something, yeah,
Mhm.
maybe I just started it when I came, yeah. So,
Yep. And
are
so,
you going this summer again?
no, I'm going to Cancun instead.
Oh, okay, well, you just have fun in Cancun.
Can't do it all.
Yeah. Okay,
But
so that kinda led up to then last July,
yes,
and it was in the fall that I started talking about the Create course. I think we started in September, right? The beginning of
yes.
September.
And you didn't
So,
call it a boot camp. You called it a workshop,
yeah,
the
it was
CBOB
just my
workshop.
CBOB
Yeah.
workshop. Yeah.
Like what you just did for 6
Yeah.
days. And I was like, I need to know more. Like you hooked me. Like that, for sure. Like,
Tony did that one day too when we were
well,
in Texas. She's like, just hook me along, just
I
put
was
in
like,
there.
I need to know more about what you just told me in those 6 days.
Yeah. And that was kind of where we were at the end of the day today. It was number 6. And I kind of presented like, hey, I've given you these 6 days, but we go a lot deeper. I teach you a lot more because I can
Mhm.
only do so much in 6
Yeah,
videos that are 40 minutes long or something.
yeah.
So, yeah. So, where was your business and kind of what were you doing? You told us a little bit about like right before you took the course, kind of where.
I was doing paint parties because the world was back open and people were
Yeah.
gathering again, and that was fabulous. 2 to 3 times a month at
Okay.
random restaurants, wine stores, a birthday party here and there. Um, let's see, some assisted livings. That was what they don't pay very much, so that was like my community service that I love to give back.
Yeah.
Those ladies are just so sweet, and they love
Yeah.
art too. They love art like the kids do, and they're a lot like kindergartners. They're very needy, and they tell you stories.
They do like to tell stories.
Uh huh.
Yes.
Yep,
Yeah.
you learn a lot.
So
Um,
so you were having some success, like you were doing
I
some
was doing it.
things.
It was hard. I mean, I would when I saw Heidi at in Fort Worth, and I got her alone for a second. I'm like, I need some butts in seats. Like, how do I do it? How do I do it? And so I was struggling with getting people, and I was kind of stuck. Like exactly what you said. Are you stuck? I'm like, yep. Can't get people to come. I was.
Yeah.
I could plan them. I could book them. I just couldn't get people to come.
Yeah. We've got an expert getter and butt seater. I don't know what you call it. Sarah Bill showed up and that was her topic that she talked about last year at Diverse. So yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
I
Oh, I see
remember
Jamie
Sarah.
she just popped on here too. She was one of the success stories earlier.
Hello.
So yeah. So you were kind of feeling stuck because you wanted things to happen that weren't happening,
Yeah,
essentially, like you were trying
yeah.
to get these people. Yeah.
I was planning. I was doing all the planning, but the people weren't coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you made the decision to go ahead and take Create and tell us, like, did you have some favorite part about the course, what you learned?
Okay, so I went back through my notes
Oh,
because
okay.
it's been a bit, and I've watched all of your. No, I missed Saturday. I'm sorry, Cheryl. I didn't get to see Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
It's all on YouTube. If you
I'm
want to
gonna go back
watch
and watch
like
Cheryl.
all of
I
it
missed my friend.
together, it's all of the 6 videos and all of the success stories. You can go to YouTube. So comment
I
YouTube
will.
there and I will get that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll get
I
that
will
link.
go back and see Cheryl. We were out of town Saturday. I didn't get to see her interview, but I went back and I loved the thoughts, like, and I loved it all. The tech tricks, the tech tips and tricks. That was like a extra that you threw in there, the Zooms or
Hmm.
whatever. Maybe it was just a
I
info.
do those recorded, but then if there's something like we had a little talk right before we came on
Yeah,
about StreamYard as a
yeah.
platform, especially to be able to use like this for interviews, and you can use it other ways too. And Debbie said, "Well, I don't know what you're doing. Like I can't see
I
what
can't
you're
see what you're
doing."
doing. I'm like, yeah, those are great buttons and all, but
And I,
man,
and I said, "Well, I'm probably going to add this to Create. Like it's probably going to be a bonus that I'm going to add inside of Create."
what
So,
you need. Yeah.
because I have alumni coming back that are at a different point in their business. So that's one of
Yes.
the benefits of coming back is there's going to be other questions and it's going to constantly evolve
I
for
already
what
have more
people.
questions.
Yeah. There you go.
I
Yeah.
already have them.
So
I
I'm
mean,
pretty sure that I'm going to add in a little bonus training about how to set up StreamYard and the advantages and things like that.
yeah.
So,
And of course, the AM routine and the PM routine, that's for anybody. That's just gets you going and winding down, you know.
mhm.
The energy with the lives, like that was all great information. And then, of course, the thoughts was great and the limiting beliefs. And that really didn't hit me until the retreat, which that was all mind blowing. It was wonderful. That was culminating.
I, I've got some plans for next year.
Ah, okay, I'm ready.
And I don't know if I told you, I think Tony's on here, but on Thursday, I'm going to be in Texas and I'm going to get
Yes,
a chance to see Tony.
I know.
And I told her that I was going to do a version of what we did at the retreat. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll text her and see how it went.
And tell her to have some tissues. Tony,
Yep.
bring some tissues with you Thursday.
Yep.
So, very good. So it sounds like you really got a lot, not just in your business, but really to help like
For
with your
anybody.
mindset
Yeah.
and
And
a
that's
lot
what
of
it
different
really
things.
was. Yeah. I mean, it is and was for creative business owners with all of the tech things and going live. Like, not everybody needs to go live in their business, like creative business owners do. But with just, the routines that you give us, all the professional development books, like you probably gave us 20
Oh,
different good
yeah,
books that we could read.
and I've read new ones now, and the one that I'm finishing right now probably has just spontaneous lessons that I'm gonna do like during the course too.
Yeah. I heard you were talking earlier about books for fun. I can help you with that.
Oh, good. Okay.
I
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
lots of
Let's
books
read.
for
Yeah.
fun. Great.
That's
Um,
awesome.
yeah.
Well, I know from being with you at the retreat, and that was kind of like the finishing after the course, and just kind of like what you've gone through a little bit, probably more than maybe some of the other people that have come through the course. So when I've been asking, what's life like now, and what are you doing now, and how has the course helped? I know what you're doing. So tell us a little bit about from the time that we finished at the beginning of December until you left the retreat. Like I'm
Mhm.
getting chills just thinking about it. Like what's going on now?
Okay, so, I told you I was retired and I wanted to travel and I wanted to paint. And we were sitting there at this beautiful house at this retreat, and Jamie was like, "Thank you so much for trusting me and making this dream come true and being at this retreat." And I'm looking around thinking, "Yeah, this is really awesome. This would be really fun to come and do art." And then like this huge like light bulb went off in my head. I'm sure
It was
this was
almost
not
like I could see it.
it was not like the first thing that's ever been anyone has ever happened to. It just happened to me at that time. I was like, yes, I want to do art retreats. Like, I don't want to do, your go teach the creative entrepreneurs retreat. I want to take the people and go do art at the places. So I'm
Because then
going to
you get to travel and you get to do the art and
travel. I get to do the art, and I get to have my community of people, and we get to sightsee. So we're starting kind of local. I'm in Springfield, Missouri, and we're going to go on our first one in October, 5th through the 8th. It's to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and it is very close to Pawhuska, where the pioneer woman is.
oh, okay.
And so I have it planned to where for the 2 daytimes, we will take about 5 hours out of our day to go sightsee. And one of the days we want to drive up to Pawhuska and eat at the Mercantile and shop at her
Oh,
boutique. Hopefully drive out to the ranch. It's free to tour that.
oh
Um,
wow.
the schedule's not out yet for those dates, and I sure hope that they are, because I really want to do that.
Oh, right. To know ahead of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, just kind of uh, go to Pawhuska and eat at her restaurant and shop in her places and see that will be fun enough. But if we can go to the ranch, even better. And
Yeah.
then there's this beautiful art museum in Tulsa and this gathering place that's right on this Riverside Drive. And I've been to Tulsa a lot because my son lives there.
Oh,
And
okay.
so I know
How far is that from you?
from me, it's 2.5 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a nice little weekend. So I think I'm going to do them from Thursday evenings to Sunday. So
Hmm.
a nice little 3-night art retreat, and we'll have some like 5 projects that I've planned in the 3-night um, retreat. Oh,
Yeah.
and I have a very good friend, Brandy Hickman, who does kitchen therapy, and she's going to come and she's going to help and teach about kitchen wellness and nutrition and
Wow.
help us with meal planning and all kinds of great stuff like that. Like, she's going to be like my partner in this. So I'm like,
That's so fun.
excited.
So I'm excited for you because we're at the retreat and here, these ladies are getting trainings and hearing speakers. And all of a sudden, I don't remember, I think it was when we were walking down to the sunset or walking back on the very last night. Debbie's like cornering me, like, I got an idea. I got an idea. And then the next morning, she was like out at the table. It may have even been that night. She had it all planned out. She had it like all written, like while she was at the retreat. She was so
Yeah.
excited about it.
Here's my book from the retreat. And somebody wondered why there's 2 ribbons in it. Okay, so 2 bookmark ribbons. One bookmark ribbon is for Jamie's information, and one bookmark ribbon is for
Because
my
you still had room.
retreat information. Because I'm like,
she was just so excited. So for me to get to the end of the retreat and then have somebody who was so on fire, like that's like the best description. She was so on fire
like
with
that.
how she was not stuck. Like it was kind of like, okay, now my world has opened up and you have given me this permission that if
This
you
is what
can
I want
plan
to do.
something like this, if you can make this retreat happen and not really know, I had never done that before, so I didn't know. And then for me to see that you were that excited and you were making the plans and you've already got a kitchen therapy person, like I didn't even know that there was such a
I
thing.
know.
That's just so
I'm so
exciting
excited.
for
I mean, we
me.
can do projects with now I don't remember what it's called. The stuff that you put that's hard that has to dry
Yes, the
overnight.
resin.
Resin.
Yes.
I I got
Yeah,
stage
because that's
fright.
hard to do when it's
Yeah, you can't do that at a paint party or paint pours,
yeah,
Like,
because
so
you have to
many
let those
things that are
dry.
gonna take a long time. Like, we could start something in the morning, go do our day thing, and come back and finish it.
Yeah,
You're like, "Oh, so excited." So I'm
yeah.
gonna do one in Branson too, because 'cause I'm really
And,
by Branson, and a
and
lot
when
of
is that one that you're going to do?
I wanna do that in November because, early
Wow.
November. I wanna do it in early November. I know. I bite off a lot. I bite off a lot. So,
How many ladies are you thinking?
just 8. Just 8.
Just 8.
Just 8. Yeah, just 8. I got 1.
I plan for 7 months to have 13 essentially come, and now you're talking about planning for 16 back to back. So,
But it's a lot closer.
yeah, that
My
that does
dream
make
is
a big
Florida.
yeah,
My
it
dream
makes a
is
big
Florida.
difference.
Like,
Yeah,
oh, I'm gonna see how these go, October, November,
yeah,
and then maybe,
yeah. Debbie and I were talking on the last day. Yeah, we have plans going on back there for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I need to
yeah.
know the dates of that retreat because I might have something back to back to that.
Okay. I have not confirmed yet. So Debbie's talking about the next retreat, which is going to happen in May of 2024. It is going to happen on Anna Maria Island, and it is only going to be available to people who take the Create course, which includes alumni and any new people that sign up before Friday, which is when I am closing things. And I'm not offering Create again this year. I won't be offering it before the retreat next year and before I would need to have people signed up and everything. So you have to sign up now if you want any chance of being at the retreat. If you saw any of the pictures, want to know what we're talking about or anything. So yeah, you have to sign up now for that. So are you planning on taking?
I signed up about 5 minutes before we went live.
So
Yes,
Debbie's going to be in there.
I'm gonna be there.
There are 27 other people that are already in Create and in getting into the group and are going to be in there. So Debbie makes 28, I believe. And if you have any questions about Create, I know I've got some other Create alumni, but if you have any questions you want to reach out to Debbie, you can do, they can reach you on your personal
Yes,
profile is
yes.
open.
Um,
And they,
I don't have a public personal, but Painting Junkie is totally open.
yeah, so they can send you a
Yeah,
message there.
yeah,
Yeah.
Painting Junkie, and yeah, come see me at a retreat. I'm in the Midwest, like I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle. Tulsa's in the middle. Branson's
Yeah.
in the middle.
I didn't realize how close there were 4 of them that all drove together, how close they all were together until I like looked at my map. I don't know that I
Mhm,
realized. I have been to Missouri actually, but
mhm.
yeah.
Well, and I didn't get to say this, but not only is the course wonderful, but the friends and the relationships I've made with my creative friends is priceless. And just looking forward to seeing them again. I'm gonna get
I know.
um and Jamie is such a wonderful leader. And I just don't I can't say enough wonderful things. And
Well,
maybe
I'm
someday
so
we'll
glad
be
that you were
president.
there because I remember that you really wanted to go and you weren't sure. And you said, if I have a good December, and I was thinking December's too late. Like I might have it all
Yeah,
full. I wanted her to
I
be
know.
there. And I
I
don't even
signed up on Christmas
remember.
Eve.
I know. I don't even remember how it all worked out and how we had the space and you switched groups. You were supposed to be in the other group. So I just feel like everything worked out the way that it was supposed to and the people that were there at the retreat and oh, I can't look
Well,
over here
guess
where
what?
Tony's commenting. I'm
Hey Cheryl, I didn't see your interview, but I'm gonna go back and watch it.
Jamie said that she just had somebody ask if she would come to Florida to teach a paint party, and she
Do it.
didn't say no.
Do it. Do it.
that's that's big right there for Jamie.
Yeah.
So
Where do you live, Jamie?
she's in North Carolina,
Oh,
and just yeah, that's I know that that's pretty big for her. So Well, if you have any questions, you can ask Debbie about the course. I'm keeping it open through
Yeah.
Friday
And I want
because
to be a
we
mentor. So sign up and put my name down.
oh, a mentor. I never thought about having create mentors like the alumni coming back and
Yeah, I want to be a
oh,
mentor. So let
yeah.
me be a mentor.
Yeah. I think that Facebook groups have something along those lines, like an expert or something, or there's something in there.
I'm
So,
such an expert.
yeah. There are a lot of Create alumni in there, which is awesome because then that way not all the questions have to be directed at me. There are other people that can answer your questions in the group. And we're together for about almost 11 weeks. I think it, ends up being. And tomorrow, I don't know if you heard this earlier, I'm doing a coffee chat tomorrow.
I know I got to teach my little kids.
Oh, is it that early? Oh, wow.
Well, it starts at 9, which is
Okay.
when you're coffee.
Oh,
I could be
oh, okay.
on and be teaching, but I don't think that's nice.
Probably
So
not.
I'm
Yeah.
glad it was recorded, so I'll at least get to, watch it later. But
Yeah.
y'all miss that.
Yeah,
Sad.
because it's going to be the first chance to be able to get to know the people that are in there and just kind of like low key, just I'm
Tell
going to grab
everyone
my
I said hi.
coffee and yeah, yeah. We'll have a little picture of
Okay.
Debbie and say Debbie's supposed
I say hi because I'm teaching my kids.
yeah.
I miss
Oh,
them.
yeah.
I miss
So if you
teaching
want to
kids.
be at the coffee chat, you have to sign up before tonight at 11:59 p.m. Eastern so that I can get you on the list to get you the Zoom link to get into the Zoom. So and have some coffee with us. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that because I think that it will be just a fun time to get to know each other. I do officially open up the course on Monday. Well, start the course. So you got to get in there by Friday, but the course starts on a Monday. All the materials already in there as far as the schedule and everything. And if you are curious, you can comment the word create here on this video and I will make sure and get that to you. Or you can go back to the video that I just had at 1 and watch all of those in YouTube. And the link is in there to be able to go and look. And the video earlier kind of broke down everything.
By the way, your sales page was good. Like it told a lot of stuff. I liked it.
You know that, well, thank you. You know that I keep them easy and simple.
Wow.
I know that some sales pages are,
But it told a lot. It is
yeah,
good.
you got to scroll and all that. So I keep them simple. So everything that I teach inside of Create is done in a simple, easy to follow kind of way. It's
Just to
not
the
saying
point.
that it's not
Yeah.
work, but
It's to the point. It's like it
yeah,
told you what you needed to tell you, and then it
yeah,
didn't like string you along.
yeah, yeah. Because I figure if you want testimonials, you just come and watch these success stories. These are like the best kind of testimonials, or these rather than, we're all visual. I'd rather hear somebody talk than read it. So I don't put all the testimonials and things in there. So yeah. Well, very good. Is there anything else that you want to say to anybody who's thinking about taking create?
Just do it because it's so fun. You're going to meet a lot of new people. You're going to learn so much, and you're going to get unstuck. You're going to get unstuck,
Yes.
and you might get an
Good.
idea for something that you never even thought of doing. Like it might come to you like a lightning bolt, like it did me. Like, oh my gosh, I never even thought about that.
Yeah, I don't think you really had. And even though I didn't even know that you did retreats, in your past, I kind of always had the idea of a retreat because I had done one in the past. Not, I hadn't hosted it.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, I had the house and they came to me, but I like the going around.
Yeah,
I like
and the traveling.
Yeah, and Airbnb is such a wonderful thing these days.
Yeah.
Like wonderful. And I am all about the no bunk beds.
Yes. Well, let me tell you.
If I rent a house with bunk beds, you only have to go on the bottom. There's no climbing up top.
So the house that I'm looking at only has one set of bunk beds, and that does not have to be an option for the number of people that I have planned out that can fit at the house.
Suitcase could go up there.
Yeah. So, yes, I heard all the suggestions. They gave me
Okay.
feedback after the retreat, and that was one of the biggest ones. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's one thing I learned. I will, if they have bunk beds in the house and I go for that house, you only have to go on the bottom. No
Yeah.
climbing.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, Debbie, I have loved chatting with you again, and it
Thank
seems
you
like
for
it's
having
been,
me.
I know, it seems like it's been forever. It's just not even been 2 months since I saw you. And I just really appreciate you coming on and just kind of sharing your story with us and letting us know that they should just sign up.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And everybody visit Painting Junkie and sign up for Create. And we'll see you in Florida.
Yes, yes, next year. So
All
very good. All right. Bye,
right.
everybody.
Bye.